What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday night. It is time for Pop Force 1. I see we already have some fantastic people in here. Dr. John is in the house. John Bradbury is here. What's going on? Evelyn, Pipsqueak, and part of the early squad here. Good to see you guys tonight. William's in the house. So, guys, we have a very important announcement to kick off tonight's show. So as you guys know, we are all pretty dedicated here at Pop Force 1, with the exception of one YouTuber who thinks that he's above us all. Unfortunately, tonight, Rock and Roll will not be joining us because he got tickets to a hockey game. So he has deemed that hockey game is more important than all of you guys. I will have you guys know that last week, when I was dying of COVID and couldn't see straight and had to wear my glasses, I still showed up. I was here. I was dedicated because we care about Pop Force 1. And when somebody waves sports game tickets in our faces, we don't just bail. We are here and we are dedicated. So without further ado, let's bring in the other two dedicated, hardcore, and true members of Pop Force 1. Please welcome the Poppin' Duo and Professor Josh.
Is it a bad time to tell you that I wasn't going to be here next week?
Hey, guess what? I have perfect.
You think that would be bad?
Josh does have perfect attendance. Yeah,
perfect. COVID, traveling, stuck in
Everything.
airports, anything. I made perfect attendance.
That's true. That's fair. Anyway, guys, happy Thursday night. We hope everybody's having a fantastic week. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about as we are in the midst of Funko Fair. So we got a lot of announcements to break down and a lot of stuff to talk about. So hopefully you guys have a drink, maybe some popcorn. We appreciate everybody coming out. And yeah, let's jump right into it. How do you guys, well, first, overall impressions. How do you guys feel about all the releases this week?
I'm kind of glad they're spacing them out, though. Like,
Yeah.
like not 1 week of like day after day of like boom, 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 like all this stuff. Kind of nice they're spacing out over 3 weeks instead of just inundating people every day for a whole week.
Yeah, I like that too. I mean, I haven't seen a lot that I've loved, but you know what? That's kind of the beauty of it. And like you said, they're spacing it out. It's not like, 42 things. Well, it was like 42 things, but we'll get the other 80 or so over the next couple of weeks.
Oh, they're coming. They're definitely coming.
More anime. We haven't had any Star Wars at all.
No, the Star Wars. I'm very eager to see what the Star Wars stuff is. Yeah. Jetman's jumping in here. What's going on? Mike, Jeremy, Catfish, Billy, Shep, Chesnick. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Aussie Poppin' Paul is here. Poppin' Patty, what's going on? DJ Poncho is here. Desi Pop, Lewis. Guys, if I missed you, I apologize. But thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Nancy's here. What's going on, Nancy? Good to see some new faces in the house. So thanks to Professor Josh, we have some beautiful slides here. I really like the Funko Fair ticket design. I know it's like very basic, but it would be kind of cool if they took this logo and put it on the bottom or the corner of some of these pops that were announced. I know that's like super detailed and probably way above their creativity level, but
that cool. Probably won't be happening.
Or be like actually drop some on the week of the Funko Fair, like something cool, special Funko Fair related. A Freddy, Circus Freddy. Like Ringmaster Freddy.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
We need something
Jar,
fun.
you are 1000% correct. We are probably just going to get a Jar Jar Binks Popsy.
No, we'll get a 16-pack of Luke and Leia.
And Chewie and Leia Chewie and all the ones.
And Vader.
Luke and Leia and all their, like, everything. Like, every style of Luke and Leia.
What's going on, Jason? I didn't miss you. I just saw you. And yes, I am feeling much better. Thankfully, it was a tough road to get here. Everybody, please stay healthy. Wash your hands. Social distance when you can. I definitely got COVID at work. We've had too many meetings in very tight spaces, so it's just how it is sometimes. But
I think they'll have a Ray 3-pack for you, John, of each episode.
There you go.
Oh, I like that. Right. Each one of the sequels. I like that.
So I like how they spaced it out. I think that's kind of nice for all of us. First, gives us all something to talk about for each week. Like you're not, here's the 500 pops. Because there was like 60 some pops plus other things dropped. so it's kind of nice to space it out. Will they add Loungefly to this Funko Fair stuff? I mean, they should start doing some of their more other products too. Like
I'm pretty sure I saw
I saw some action figures today.
Yeah, I saw Loungefly.
Yeah, I saw some of the. Yeah, will we see more gold? Will we see more pop pins? We haven't seen those yet.
I hope so.
I'm sure it's all coming. Like I think they are trying to bring products on all fronts. It's not just pops. It's not just sodas. It's not just Loungefly. Like and Funko Fair is usually when they announce all of it. Yeah. Pipsqueak's hoping for another 3-liter to get announced. I would not put that past them to announce that. That's probably coming soon.
What's up with the puppets too? Puppets.
Yeah, the puppets are kind of weird. I don't
I think it's because no one could actually do it, so they're like, all right, well, we can't get Brian to do it, we can't get Mike to do it, we can't get, we just fired the whole social media team. Let's get puppets.
You don't have to pay a puppet. I mean, you
gotta pay someone to operate the puppet, but it could be anyone to operate the puppet, right?
You can't go wrong with a puppet. Listen.
Have you ever been on Fiverr? Go on Fiverr and type in puppet. And you'll see people that will do.
Just wait a minute. You've gone on Fiverr and typed puppet before?
Yes, I have actually had one make a video for me.
That's insane. Fiverr. I have never. I haven't been on Fiverr for like logos.
All right. If I find it, let me see if I can load it. Let me see. Can I load the video file? All right.
So Randy, there was a few people confirmed for Mando season 3, so you might have to be more specific. If it's Admiral Thrawn, everybody's talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn. They're probably going to tease him in the season. I had to guess.
If I can find, all right, I found the video for Professor Yvonne Puppet. You ready? So I had him do a promo for a scholarship thing before. So
and Pop Funko UK says there's a Bambi Pop and Loungefly combo coming soon, 3,000 pieces, and don't worry, it won't be shipped in a protector, so it will definitely get damaged by the Loungefly bag during shipping.
Come on, get that right, Funko. Something.
That's so embarrassing. Honestly, like,
terrible.
It's pathetic. And I saw some people posting their boxes in the patron chats yesterday and today, and it's not right. Like if the pop
put it in the bag at least, maybe.
Yeah, put it in the bag, throw a protector on it, or if the pop gets completely destroyed, it should be on them to replace it.
There's 3,000 of them.
I mean, just $105 one of their sorters.
Come on, a sorter, cheap sorter. Even the cheap ones they make now.
Something like the Snoop Dogg pop we got in the mail today came in a sorter. Like you can't put a 3,000 piece pop that they have to realize is going to hold some value down the road, like in a sorter. Like, come on. So, all right. So first item we have here, it is a couple album or like the comic book
artist
cover.
This is Banksy, right?
Is it? Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that earlier.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's Banksy's stuff. So they licensed with him, which is kind of cool and different. Because I don't think he licensed with many people. So
yeah, this is not my cup of tea, but I mean, I like that they're going that route. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that. I thought these were albums. I seen it. I thought it was albums, honestly.
Yeah, I saw it at first and I was like, I don't recognize this. And I'm like, wait, no, I do. And it's Banksy. So I'm curious if they'll do more like art style stuff like this then too, because they've had art, they've done like Van Gogh pop. They could do a Van Gogh painting and a pop, and it's in the Creative Commons stuff, so they don't have to pay any licensing for that.
No. So. Was this the puppet you were
Professor
talking about?
Hans von Puppet.
It is.
As an educator myself, I know.
So that's the
puppet. I'm going on Fiverr tomorrow. I got so many ideas.
You can do. There's guys that'll wrap stuff with their wrapping puppets. I mean, I don't know if it might just keep freezing.
My friends, I'm Professor Hans von Puppet. As an educator myself, I know.
So he'll do the Hans von Puppet. This guy has been on there for a long time. Because I did this probably like 5 or 6 years ago for a promotion for our faculty stuff. But this is Professor Hans von Puppet. And then there's 2 guys that do like wrapping puppets. And you give them a script and they'll just pay them 20, 30, 40 bucks, 60 bucks, whatever, and they'll do it.
I love it.
Of education and the new doors of opportunity that open.
Yeah. So I'm gonna remove it
That's
from the
crazy.
studio because it's gonna
Yeah.
be lagging.
Man, I gotta get with this world.
We got to
that
step
we
up
live
our
in.
puppet game. What is going on? Did
I
anybody else in
know.
the chat know
We
about
need a
this?
wrapping Pop Force 1 puppets or something.
I want to meet the guys.
We should have had the puppet stand in for Jim tonight.
That's true. Actually, the puppet would have been a lot more lively. Can you imagine like talking to somebody at a coffee
say
shop and you're like, "Hey, what do you do?" And you're like, "You know those puppets on Etsy? Well, people just send me scripts and I animate the puppet." Like that's crazy. Like people are out
I'm
there.
thinking
doing
a new
that.
career path, honestly.
That's crazy.
I mean, it would be great. Is Funko 411 on here? He doesn't have to show his face or anything.
That's true. Yeah, we can
No.
just put a
You
puppet
do
in for
puppet.
him. Yeah.
I mean, has anyone done puppet pop openings yet? Puppet pop openings. I mean, that's the way
I
to
don't think
go.
so. I think that's a untapped market. So
Now, the only one that I have seen a puppet on is Top Pops. He brings his Alf puppet on every once in a while. You see the Alf
Yeah, it's true.
character.
Brennan must have gone to Disney.
So,
12 hours of walking. It's got to be that.
Well, she said she worked 12 hours. I don't think she said she walked.
Oh, I thought you said you walked.
No.
Worked. Oh,
Worked. Yeah, that's a terrible day, Brenna. So yeah, definitely get some rest.
yeah.
Dave says that's the first. Never thought I'd hear someone say they need to step up their puppet game. Yeah, I think we do actually. This is crazy.
Funko's going for it. So this is the first. Like last year, they had their little like you went through the fair circus thing and they showed pops and stuff like that, like part of the video, right? Like before they launched everything. Like this year, they're just like, we're just gonna post it.
Yeah.
Too much work to show something.
All right, where's all the Harry Potter fans at? Everybody's always asking for more Harry Potter stuff. Well, here we go.
I think someone like posted that was on sale too for like $40.
Of course.
That's not bad for something.
No,
like
it's
that.
not.
$40.
$40. I don't know. I like at least they made Hagrid bigger too. Like
Yeah, definitely suits his character
kind of
size.
fits in there. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, if you're a Harry Potter fan and all you collect is Harry Potter, this is a great addition. I think.
When will they do another musical under the Broadway line? I'm not sure. They did the Hamilton stuff, so that's a good question. And Chris says it's $36.77 on Walmart.
Yeah. So yeah.
Honestly, that's not bad for
No,
that,
it's not bad.
giant
Not
thing
bad at all.
and with the background and the 4 pops. Like that's pretty good.
Curious, will it be on sale like all these other things that have been going on sale?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like it's
Like,
crazy. Some of these
one?
giant things were on sale for like dirt cheap. Like,
$10, $5, people.
Yeah. All right, this is kind of cool. Like this is.
I love this is the best Shazam pop there is out there. Like the best mold. of
Well,
Shazam,
because
I
it's
think.
off the comics. I don't like the one. Yeah, this is the best.
This
I
is
never
the
really
best
got
one.
into Shazam, but this is cool.
I love the comic background though. The comic background's so like colorful and lively. And,
Well, and him going up against Superman, like
Yeah.
that's so freaking cool, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I
and
know
you
I
got
never
all
got
the
into the character at all. I actually haven't even seen the first movie, and the second movie's
It's
coming
pretty
out
good.
pretty soon.
Hey, it's fun. It's not.
Yeah, it's fun.
For a DC movie, it's fun. It's fun. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did a good job on this. I wished we had like just a 40-foot wall. I could just put every single comic book one because I think they would look so cool next to each other.
Forget collecting all the ones in box. Just get those.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, just get those.
So many Demon Slayers pops coming out. Man, they
Oh,
just keep
there's
dropping
one-
them.
There's one eating noodles, so we need that.
yeah.
one.
It's a
Zero?
must-have for you now. And it's not exclusive, which is weird because all the other eating noodles have been like Hot Topic, right? Pretty much.
But I think is this the first Demon Slayer eating noodles? Because aren't all the
Yeah.
other ones Dragon Ball Z or My Hero?
How is it not a Hot Topic exclusive?
Noodle eating.
Yeah.
I thought all the noodle eating ones were Hot Topic exclusives. But,
John says the Hamilton line is still on shelves.
Yeah.
yeah.
At Walmart and everywhere else, they could have done cats and it would have been sold out and gone. Probably.
I doubt it.
I don't know about that, but
Maybe Wicked. If they did Wicked,
Wicked would definitely be sold out.
Wicked,
Yeah.
I think people would go
Wicked
out.
But
would be a
then
good
again,
one. That's
Hamilton was crazy popular.
It was. They just were like 2 years too late for the
Yeah,
pop.
they were a couple years behind.
Like they had that idea and then pandemic hit and then they got them 2 years later.
Yeah.
I feel like you couldn't get tickets to Hamilton for a long time. And
I think
then
they're, Broadway and Pops. I don't know. I don't.
different audience, maybe.
I feel like
how
it's
many-
a way different audience, but you know what? Not that nobody would buy.
I think they would really succeed if they sold them at the shows, which they could do. you know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like if people wanted to get a souvenir on their way out.
I mean, I don't know if you know what, Jen. I don't know if I could see that honestly. Now that I just said that,
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like it's a different crowd. I can't picture people like
I got my
spending
pop.
$400 for a ticket and then buying a
Well,
a $12 pop.
I can tell you firsthand when I went to New York City and saw Hamilton, which this is like the only Broadway show I've ever seen. Well, I saw Wicked, but I paid like 3 times as much to see Hamilton than I did to see Wicked. And when we saw Hamilton, like when we were at intermission and when we were leaving, people were buying everything. It was like hats, pins, scarves.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that they could put a Hamilton logo on, like it was selling. Like there was lines. Like people were just buying it because I think in that moment is the perfect time to capture people because they're on that hype. They're on that high from seeing it. It was really good.
I think you need that like the Harry Potter one we just saw. We need that movie moment.
Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that
on
would be
stage. Cool. Like people want that. I think people would want that.
But I do agree. It would be a completely different crowd. It wouldn't be the collector crowd. Joey, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the super chat. Always appreciate it. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was getting at, Brandon. Thank you for saying that. Sell them at the show, and then you have a chance to get them signed. They would sell out every night. Yeah, if there was a chance that like you could get a signed one from one of the cast members, or you could wait and see if the cast members would come out and sign stuff, which I'm sure they probably do. And apparently there's more Hamilton pops coming, so don't have to wait too long.
What's next on the Broadway line? What do we think? What would be next?
I don't know. You had a killer idea with Wicked. I would definitely.
I think Wicked would be good.
It's a good way to get around odds.
Yeah. What else we got there? What's like what has been big over the year? Like some of them are just too many like people pops, like Rent or something like that. Like like the line wouldn't be that like, ooh, I need it. I was trying to think of like big musicals that
the Nutcracker. It's a good one.
Don't they have? Well, we have Freddy as a Nutcracker. We have 3 Freddys as Nutcrackers.
Yeah.
Actually, right?
Fuscas, what's going on? All the way from Portugal. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It's awesome.
But a lot of them are based off of other movies and things like that. So
yeah. Oh, Blue Man Group.
Blue Man. Yeah.
Oh, well, Lion King. Didn't they already do the Lion King Broadway?
Yeah, well, they have the live action.
Yeah, they got the live action.
Which any live action cartoon pop looks awful. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah,
they just don't translate well.
Well, here are some more Demon Slayer pops. I have nothing to add.
Exclusive in the basket. Look at that giant one in the back. Why does it have to be that big in the basket?
I don't think it has to have that. Well, if you look at the base, I guess the base takes up a pretty big portion.
I feel like it could just be the basket with the head.
Like interesting pop.
Yeah, I don't know the story behind it. I have to ask.
No,
my son.
Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble's getting another exclusive.
That was
I saw that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Is that actually happening?
Yeah. So Barnes and Noble has the sticker. They've had. I mean, you think that they had the con soda? They had the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, true.
Soda. So they're not getting many in, but random. Like why Demon Slayer? Maybe because they have a big manga collection. Like.
Yeah, it's interesting. I have not been to Barnes and Noble in about 2.5 years now. Maybe.
See, we have one. I have one near work where I found the sodas actually at. And grabbed.
Yeah, we got 3 around us. They stopped They kind of stopped, so I just haven't gone back there.
The one's in our mall, so I just walk in it as part of the like walking in the mall, and there's a Starbucks in there too.
So Pop Funko UK also brings up a great point here. Fan of the Opera. I feel like that's a very classic one. Very popular.
Yeah, but how many characters are in Phantom of the Opera?
We got Freddy as
Phantom
of the Opera.
Just the girl and the Phantom, right? That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all
it'd be pretty limited, but yeah, they could do it.
Yeah.
You could have just a whole line called Broadway like brought over.
Chad, absolutely not. I think
Everything.
you just lost your chat privileges for the night.
Chad, I kind of
Absolutely.
like your idea, quite honestly.
Now I can't get that song stuck out of my head.
I mean, remember the Hulk from that?
Yeah.
Kind of
I
like
know
to see
the best
Hulk.
part about that was when Ant-Man came out
Yeah.
and Jeremy Renner is like, he wasn't even there.
The other demons, the one from GameStop, I believe, is also shared with Crunchyroll, which is an interesting kind of shared. I saw it had 2 different stickers at one point. Like, that's an interesting, like, both places are going to have it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what though? They're all shared with a Funko shop now, because you could pretty much
Yeah.
get all of these
Yeah.
there too.
I mean, yeah, pretty much
super dumb.
anything.
Barnes & Noble is good for
Yeah, they've always been
finding
really
Lego
good.
sets.
They are, but they don't really give too much of a, like, you don't really
No,
get
the
a
pricing's not good.
like pricing's not.
No.
They're not good for discounts, but they're actually good for like when stuff retires. There's like
Yeah.
Barnes & Noble's
It
like
just sits
they
on
don't.
the shelf.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're just sitting there on the shelf. Like people don't go there first. I feel like people go there last for sets. So Five Nights at Freddy's. People love Five Nights at Freddy's.
So you think these will be the sodas too? Like everything matches. Like you notice the little like other. I don't even know what they're called. Like
Why do these
action
look
figure
so
thing?
much different than like the first wave of Five Nights at Freddy's?
Maybe it's the
Did they
newer
change the
version.
game or
They
something?
look-
Like I'm just not familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's, but
they look a little bit more childish.
Right.
Maybe I'm just getting older.
A little less scary. Like these aren't as scary as the other ones.
but I thought that was kind of the deal with Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought it was
Maybe
Yeah.
they realized like 5-year-olds were watching it, so they
maybe they kidded it up.
maybe they got minis. They got like I don't know if those are like gold series or figures or what they are, but pops. Well, they make this 6-pack of sodas. These 6. Remember, we
could
keep
see
hearing
that. I mean, I'll not be getting any of these. I mean, this is why I kind of said, Matt, you know what though? Great, like cool molds, colorful, all that stuff. Yeah, just definitely not something.
But are you, if you're a Five Nights at Freddy, do you want this kind of Five Nights at Freddy, or do you want the scary, creepy Five Nights at Freddy? Like I'm thinking most of them want the scary, creepy one. Unless you're like 6 years old.
I don't know. I guess I don't understand it. I thought
That's what we need to
that it
find
was
out.
supposed to be creepy.
Anyone here collect them? Anyone in the chat? Come on, collect Five Nights at Freddy. Can you let us know? What way are you getting these? Are you pass? I want the creepiness back. What's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have nothing to add. Although, no, we cannot start a fund to send me a clown for my birthday. Absolutely not.
No, we'll just do it on our own. Okay.
All right. We got more of the Civil War pops coming
Man,
out.
John, you asked for it.
You wanted nesting.
You wanted the nesting. All we get is nesting. The only thing I like about this nesting, and I applaud them for doing this, is that they're in the regular size boxes. Because the Vision's part of this, I believe, as well.
Yes.
At least they put them in the regular boxes. I can get behind this.
12 pops later. 12 pops later.
I actually think this will look really cool. It's just one of those things like Civil War came out in 2016. There's a couple characters in this lineup that aren't even in the MCU anymore. Unfortunately, including this one, Black Panther. Although I do really like this Black Panther pop. I think the mask looks great. I think the action pose is, it just really suits his character, especially from this movie where there was a lot of fight scenes involving T'Challa. Like, this is really cool. So I'm just torn. I'm just torn with if I'm gonna get this or not, because I'm definitely gonna finish my Sinister Six set. Like that one, I really like. I don't know if we have the space for this.
Yeah.
So I'd say one thing I like about this is we have an actual Civil War movie poster that's actually signed by almost pretty much the entire cast, including Stan Lee.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm thinking this might be like really cool with it. Like that's the only thing I'm thinking. Like that's my only plus with the Civil War. Like hey,
I thought Civil War, the Marvel Civil War pops are some of the best pops too.
Yeah.
And I don't mind them adding on the line. And like I said, because they put these in regular size boxes, I really do appreciate that, because it's something that you could collect all of these and then decide if you want to, put them all together.
Yeah.
Kind of what I hate about the Avengers set right now, because I still have not taken them out of the box, and I don't know if I'll ever take them out of the box.
Yeah. I do not have the shawarma set, and the shawarma set could be on deep discount, deep clearance. I have no interest in the shawarma set. It was really a poor choice for a set, like to make a big pop display off of something that was shown for about 15 seconds in the end credits of a film that came out in 2012. I don't know about that, but anyway, Black Panther is here. I really like it. So kudos to them for the regular size boxes. I think these will actually sell much better than the deluxe ones just based on the fact that the boxes are smaller. So
and the price point.
And the price point. Yep. Exactly.
You're not paying $30 a piece.
All right. We got a lot of stuff to talk about with this here.
Just a few on the screen here.
So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out pretty soon here in the first half of 2023. I gotta say though, I'm not in love with most of these pops, with the exception of like the Flocked Cosmo.
Flocked Cosmo, I think, was my favorite. You know, now that I'm in my older age and I collect pops as much as I do, I'm really starting to realize that I have so moved towards just the comic book versions of everything at this point, because the Adam Warlock like 80th year pop that they put out cannot be beat. Like if you look at the comic book, it can't be beat. Not that this one's a bad pop. It's just I probably won't be getting any of these because I am so tied to the comic books now. And I feel that way even with like the Sinister Six. I love the Sinister Six set because they do tie back to the comic books. I'm loving less and less like all of these.
Well,
not to be like a blanket,
these
because if people love these, I mean they're
cool.
Well,
I love the MCU, but can I just say something here? Like that does not look like Groot. Like that is, I don't know. If this is supposed to be based off the ones from the MCU, like the character designs from the MCU, I mean, I don't think Rocket looks good. I don't think Groot looks good. Like, I mean, Mantis looks okay. Star-Lord looks okay. Nebula, Drax, Kraglin looks okay. I'm 100% in agreement with you on Adam Warlock. The 80-year one is like 100% so much better than this one.
Just it's, you know what it's like? It's like the Venoms and then the Let There Be Carnage Venoms. You know what I mean?
Another big Groot too.
I saw the Groot and I thought it was like a bad rendition. I actually hope it's like a bad glam shot that maybe it won't look like that in person, but it looks like a teddy bear, like a Build-A-Groot from Build-A-Bear or something. Like it.
Did you watch the Christmas special?
No, I haven't gotten around to watching that yet.
He does kind of look like this. I mean, unfortunately, he does look it looks a little bit, it's a little bit weird. I kind of want to go back to old man Groot, like the big Groot.
Yeah, I like the OG Groot. I'm an OG Groot guy. Kind of guy.
I think I would probably get Baby Rocket and Cosmo.
Yeah, I'm 100%. Yeah, Baby Flock Rocket and Cosmo Flocked. I actually just picked up the original Cosmo because I thought it was going to go up in value a little bit, and now it's definitely not.
The original Cosmo is cool though.
I think I like the box design. And everything. Yeah. All right, there we go.
Sodas.
Guys, I'm going to make a declaration tonight. Man, I sound like such a downer. Okay. I'm done with Marvel sodas. And not because it's not even the not numbered and stuff. I'm not going to get any more. I don't think Marvel sodas. I think I'm out on the Marvel sodas. I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. These are okay. These are okay. I just feel like they just don't translate as well to the soda form.
So I'm wondering, like everyone's saying no, no count, no buy. Like I saw a lot of comments around that, and it's interesting though because I think, these are okay. These aren't like the best. I think the Black Panther ones.
Black Panther ones were phenomenal.
Like that for what they are, they were some of the better like Marvel ones that have made. Do we need another Rocket? Like this Rocket doesn't look that much.
No, the first Rocket was fantastic, and that was an NYCC exclusive. Like that's so rude. Like you basically just took a super similar soda and you making it like not even limited. You're basically taking a pop. Like this is what the equivalent of is. You took something that was a con exclusive and you just basically made it a limitless common. Like
Yeah.
Now,
it's stupid.
why aren't they mixing some limited, some not limited in these too? I'm really surprised at like we haven't seen a mixture yet, and I'm wondering like are we going to see a mixture other than maybe some con ones in the future? Like we haven't seen any new sodas drop other than some of these ones that have no LE. You know, things that haven't been already planned for a while, at least.
You know, I think I'll take a little different opinion than John does. I know, because let's put it this way: if like Scooby Soda comes out, I've heard rumblings that there might be some new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that might come out, and they may not be limited. I will buy them. I'm not like 100% against the no piece counts. Will I buy? But I'll tell you, I won't buy multiples. It won't be like what I do now. I won't have 6 of something or 4 of something and then buy another 3 of something. And, you know, I know some of us that have bought, 9 and 10 and 12 to get I will not do this because I just don't think they're going to hold up over time, but I will collect them. And that's why what I said about the Marvel stuff was not necessarily because I don't love the way they translate and because they're doing the unlimited piece counts as well. I know that they're going to really start piling this stuff. So I'm really making this decision just because I don't love them, 1, and 2, I think there's just going to be so many that it's going to be impossible to keep up with.
I mean,
so
it's just like any Marvel. You can't collect all
made
Marvel.
losses at this point with that.
I mean, I think it's just going to be like Marvel Pops, right? Like we all love to collect every single Marvel Pop, but it's just really not feasible. It's just, I mean, they come out with 5 different, 10 different things of the same one in 2-year span. It seems like, I don't know. I mean, I can say I'll just like any other soda right now. I think like I'll buy ones that I like. Like I'm just at that point. Like before, I'd buy about anything just to give it a try and pull it and stuff. Even what we have, I'm gonna really start going through, but I'm gonna hold off maybe for a while because I want to see this no piece count thing continues. All these limited.
I think the problem too, at least the bigger issue is somebody. So Chris said it. Funko is using the Marvel summer movies to boost soda sales. It definitely seems to be the case. Like they did it with Black Panther. Now they're doing it with Guardians of the Galaxy. Will they do it with Ant-Man? We could see a few from those as well. I don't like it, but the thing is, they have to look at their own website. Like if you go to Funko's website right now, there are limited sodas from San Diego Comic-Con that was last summer that aren't even sold out yet. And you know that each one of these sodas, they're going to pump out 100,000, 200,000. We don't even know how many. So why do they think if they can't sell out a 15,000 con exclusive on their website, the solution is not just, let's make an unlimited rocket.
You know what the difference is though, John? This is the difference. They can sell 20,000 to Amazon and 30,000.
They don't need to sell them.
They don't have to worry.
Comic book shop. Yeah.
They don't care if they sell.
It doesn't matter what retailer they sell it to. There's no audience for it. There's no customer base for it. Like sodas they work with the niche part of the Funko market. Like not even all Funko collectors are I feel like most Funko collectors are pop collectors, but not every Funko collector is a soda collector. And that was the beauty of sodas. It was the fact that it was a smaller part. It was like the subset of the Funko collecting marketplace. And it was beautiful. And for those of us who liked it and enjoyed it, and I still like it and I still enjoy it, but I am like 100,000% sticking to my guns and putting my foot down and saying no. And I don't care. Like they could come out with a whole line of Freddy's. They could come out with the coolest looking Star Wars sodas they've ever made, and the molds could be amazing. It's just a simple fact that it's just good. There's just going to be no value to it. There's going to be no excitement. Look, you can even use Rock and Roll as an example. How many Black Panther unlimited sodas has Rock and Roll opened and no chases? It's just a simple fact too. Like we don't even know the chase ratios. The chase ratios could be 1 in 25. We don't even know if they're 1 out of 6. And I actually think that they're worse than 1 out of 6, or their quality control is so bad because the amount of sodas that Jim has opened and hasn't pulled a chase is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, it's just insane. And if you don't have decent odds at pulling a chase, that it's just going to frustrate collectors to no end, because they're going to be going to Target, they're going to be going to Walmart, they're going to be buying multiples, and then they're going to give up. And then what happens when you have multiples of all the same soda? You go to sell them, and no one's going to want to buy them because they're just everywhere. Everybody has them. There's no reason for anyone to give you $10 for the open common, because they probably have 12 or 20 of them on their own. And it's just going to drown the market. And I just don't like where the soda market is going. And I think it's really sad.
No, it's going to be tough.
I think it's going to be a kind of a flip side to that though, is okay. So we think about 2-3 years ago when sodas first came out, there wasn't very many people that even wanted to get sodas or knew what they were or wanted to get them. It took a while for them to gain any traction. And still, I feel like they haven't gained as much traction as I think they should have, because we collect them. I've collected them since the start. You know, we've all got them for a long time. You know, for a long time, we keep getting them. But I think at a point too is, if it reaches new people, that's gonna change the market too as well, because there are going to be a lot of new collectors that never had access. And you'd be like, well, they can buy them online, but some people just don't know. Like,
no, you're right.
This is a soda. Like, where'd you get this thing? Like, people don't have comic book shops, or, you know, their box lunch or their Hot Topic never carries it. They don't have a box lunch, but it's an hour away. You know, that kind of thing. I think that's going to be the change. Is going to be the impact of like spreading. People might be more interested in sodas that haven't reached yet, because I've been to in-person shows, and you even saw it at New York Comic Con. Like, how many really had sodas there? There was very few.
One booth, two.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 booths, and most of those are people we buy from already online. Like the people that had the sodas that were there. So this also, I don't know. For shops, I wonder if it'll open up the ability for shops to actually get them. Other shops.
Oh, Josh, I think it's 100% going to do that. And you know, even at that, I don't think they're going to make 100,000 of these guys, because I don't think they make 100,000 of a lot of the pops. Even I think what it does, it allows them to go back and, you know, unless they vault these, they can just keep on, you know,
if they sell really well, they can be like, oh, you want another order of 20,000? Sure.
But I don't think they'll sell 20,000 of any of these. Like, there's still, you can go find Iron Man still. Like, there's still sealed Iron Man.
Yeah.
There's 20,000 of those. I don't think that it's the number that's going to get as crazy as anybody thinks that there will be. I think it does open up the availability. Like, yeah, you might have 30,000 and you're going to find these at Walmart now, and you're going to find them other places. So on one hand, I don't want to say it's good, because I don't like it either. I hate it. I personally have not bought one yet, and I don't know. I'll only buy them if it's 100% like in a collection that I'm 100% complete on. But it does limit me more, like Josh said earlier. You know, it's going to limit me more, and this is kind of why, you know, like all of the Marvel stuff, even the limited stuff, I probably won't. I don't know if I'll buy any more of it now.
And I have another stress point though that's weird. I don't get. Why are these not $12, not $15? Exclusive pops are $15.
Right.
Regular pops are $12, right? At any normal price retailer, like normal thing. Why are these sodas the same price? Like, you go on Amazon, you want to pre-order, you want to order one of the new Black Panther exclusive ones. It's $15, and it's exclusive. That kind of makes sense when they're exclusive. But why, if I want to order any of these other ones that aren't exclusives, why are they same price? And I'm curious. That's something Funko. Or are they going to start charging more for the exclusive ones now, like on the Funko site? Like, why are the sodas the same price no matter what? So it'll be interesting to see.
So Brandon says, yeah, they're going to kill sodas, or the thing that makes them fun to collect. Like, I don't think they realize, like, how awesome it is, like everything they've given us up until the Black Panther sodas, like for people to have like these really cool limited chases in their collection. Like there's a lot of people out there with like 500 piece, 800 piece, 1,000 piece chases left and right in their collection, and that's what people want. Like that makes a collectible desirable, because it's a fact of the matter is collecting anything is desirable by a lot of people when everyone can't have the same thing. It's just a fact of life, and that's the best part. It makes everybody's collection unique in their own way. And if every pop was common and we could all just go to the stores and it's like, oh, the new Guardians of the Galaxy pops, they came out with 6 of them. Did you get them? Yeah, I got them. Like, there's no reason for me to go home and take pictures of them or to be excited about pulling them from a mystery box, because everybody has them. Like, it's the whole thing. Like, everyone's collection should be different. Every collectible, if they make it different piece counts, it's going to hold different values based on popularity and consumer demand down the road. And that's going to give it different values. And, people are going to decide like how hardcore of a collector are they going to be. It's just, I don't know. I'm upset. And so Chris says he thinks that they're using Marvel as a guinea pig. There's new anime ones coming out with piece counts. So if sales go good for Marvel, you will see less and less piece counts. And that's exactly what I think they're doing. And that's why I think that a boycott is necessary. And I know everybody has, different opinions and different thoughts, but I think if there is a significant portion of the community that says, no, I'm not buying these, I don't want them in my collection, that if they do come out with even similar Black Panther sodas like a year from now that all have piece counts and everyone says, yeah, we're going to buy these. Like the only way we can truly prove to Funko how we feel is to either buy or not buy something. That is the only voice we have. Our wallet is our purchasing power is the only vote of confidence that Funko will see. So if Target, Walmart, Amazon, all these places call them up in Q2, Q3 of this year and say, hey, we have a huge problem on our hands. We have pallets and pallets and pallets of these sodas. We cannot sell them. They're on clearance. They're on deep discount. They're all ripped open in the stores. They're damaged. They're missing pogs. We can't sell them. Nobody wants them. That will force Funko to do something.
John,
and I know it's a long shot. I know we're like super.
I was just gonna say pop pins and Gold Series. I think that toothpaste is out of the tube, and I don't think it's going to be put back in. Unfortunately, we're going to see waves and waves of these over the next year. But you're right on one hand. I think that like I consider myself a true soda collector. This is taken a little bit out of the sales for me, but if something comes out that, like I said, that we are complete on or something like that, I'll probably still go after them.
I wonder.
I won't be able to buy into the boycott, but I don't see how people are gonna. I don't know. I totally agree with you, John. I really do. I'm 100% behind it. I wish that everything always had, and they should have stuck with the piece counts everywhere. But, I get what they're trying to do, but doesn't mean that we have to like it. But I do understand what they're trying to do with these.
So I think one of 2 other things will happen. One, smaller shops that bought a lot of sodas probably won't buy as many of these because they won't. They're competing with like Target, Walmart, Amazon. Like if all these other places start getting, because they're not just going to get their exclusive, they're going to get the other sodas that go with the exclusive. We just haven't seen them really like full on yet. I think the only place we've seen them so far is Hot Topic really hit in the stores. We haven't seen them anywhere else yet, but they hit Hot Topic really quick. But I wondered also, I looked up on Funko Europe, there are no more international. That is one plus. No more international. 2 different types of sodas out there. Yeah. So I think that's the one plus out of this so far. And that could be why. I mean, all right, John and I were talking about this. The Sanderson sisters, 25,000. International, 15,000. That means they made 40,000 of these. If they put 40,000 on this LE number, Do you think it would make a difference on the sales putting no number between 40,000?
Well, that's kind of that was kind of my point. I don't see them making like over 40,000 Star-Lords. But who know? I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see how they
40,000 of these would have terrible chases. So,
and at least that has a number on it, like a no number. So us hardcore collectors, which we are, and I think most of the people that are in the chat that collect sodas will say they're hardcore soda collectors. These sodas here that we're looking at right now are not targeted to us in any way. These are for the masses. These are for the people that are, that never heard of a soda before. Honestly, I collected for probably a year and a half before I really even knew what the Funko shop was. Like, people that are getting into this, we just assume that things are known to everybody because we've been around it. People that are new into this, like, I've had many people ask me, where do you buy a Funko shop exclusive? And I'm like, seriously? But you know what? I was that person before. Like, I didn't really understand that. This is just going to bring those people to the market. But I understand everybody that's saying, no sodas, no buy, or no piece count, no buy. I understand it. I totally understand it. Like, makes me way less interested. Like, if these all have piece counts, I will guarantee that I'd have one or two of them sitting over there waiting for me to open at some point. I won't pick any of these up, not only because I'm not really collecting Marvel now, but I'm not interested in any of these because of the no piece count. So I don't want any of those comments here sitting around.
Great example of a friend that's not really a collector. Her daughter's a collector. She likes like certain Marvel, certain Star Wars, certain things like that. But she's not really a collector. But I think she saw on the Funko app when new things were popping up, or maybe in a feed. She saw the new NFT pops that came out.
Mm-hmm.
So she was really like, "Oh man, they made a sleeve stack. I didn't know they made a sleeve stack like pop." I'm like, "Oh, that's the NFT one." She had no idea it was part of the NFT line. No idea it was like going to be limited and like you're going to have to pay for it, kind of thing, crazy. But then she had no idea there was a Witchy Poo Clang and Clang, Kling and Clang, which are still on Tokyo site for $15 if you want to grab them, kind of thing. Like, I was like, I'm probably still on the site because I know they can't get rid of those things that are still there. So that's another great example of like, pops that doesn't if they had a limited number on them, I don't know. But the next slide are more sodas that are all the exclusives. So these are pretty much all but Drax. Drax is not exclusive. But we got a Walmart, Amazon, and a Target, which we have not seen a Target exclusive soda yet, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure our Targets will never get this, but there was a couple comments really quick I wanted to address. So Jonathan says he watches all three of our channels on the regular, and I really do appreciate that. Jonathan. So thank you very much. You should also check out Rock and Row. He doesn't care as much about Force One. Also, so Steven's been very opinionated as well, and I appreciate that because I understand that not everybody shares my opinion, and that's the point. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So one of the things he says is boycott won't make a change. And I agree with you. Boycotting probably won't make a change. However, at some point, I think that down the road, eventually somebody from Funko will notice. And I'll give you an example of, and I know that the three of us are on the extreme end of purchasing, right? Because we buy a lot of stuff for the channel. We buy stuff for our personal collections. We also buy collections for our whatnot auctions. So we're buying a lot of stuff. And I could tell you that we spent in the neighborhood of about $40,000 to $50,000 in 2022 on sodas. We're tallying up all of our numbers right now for tax season, and it's pretty insane how much. And if you think about it, you go, wow, that's a lot of money considering Joanna and I are two people. Two people spent $50,000 on just sodas, not even talking about pops, not even talking about mystery boxes, just sodas in 2022. That is a lot of money. And if they go down this route, I'm sure that, I probably won't have much impact. However, they're going to lose out on $50,000 worth of sales from us in the future, potentially. And I think at some point that will make a difference. And that's why I have my opinion. And I like to collect stuff that's limited as a person. So that's my true feelings. And also really quick, Linda says, do you think the no piece count will hurt your whatnot sales? I don't think so, because we will only continue to deal with limited sodas. I will not be purchasing any collections with the non-limited sodas. That's something that Joanna and I have already talked about and decided moving forward. So we're just not going to deal with them. If we get them in mystery boxes from whatever company, we just won't buy those mystery boxes anymore, and we'll just give them away. Anything that we get that's unlimited, we'll just give it away. So
I will say it'll be interesting with these. One thing that you'll like, John, that you've always kind of stressed about, though, is so far, I don't think you can get any of the I'm sure you could get the regular ones, but all the exclusive ones, I don't think people can buy cases of.
yes,
Like, a lot of times you're limited to how many you can buy, but even if you buy them, everyone we've bought so far has come in one of these. Every non-limited pop from Hot Topic or Amazon has come in a sorter. So it has not come in any kind of so they're all in just random sorters. So that could be also, we dealt with that before. That's why we used to buy when they sold and you could buy 5 of a soda from Hot Topic or Box Lunch. Remember those back in the day when you could actually buy 5 at a time? I got 4 chases out of 5. Never would have got that from a retailer, another retailer, but it's because they had the individual boxes like that. So that's the, I guess, fun benefit of it is like you said, you could get 3 chases, so you could get 1 chase. You don't know because they're not pulling them out of sealed cases. Like I think because they're already packed in these sorters, that's how they're being shipped to them. They're not being shipped in boxes and then packed in the sorters afterwards, after the fact.
No, and that is a great point. I mean, that definitely will heighten the excitement for a lot of people. And somebody even said if they put the piece count of how many chases they were on the Pog, yes, 100%. That would be a different story, because then at least we could kind of do some math and figure out how many, if they came out with how many chases there are, then at least we could say, all right, even if we don't know the ratio, even if the ratio hasn't been officially announced as 1 out of 6, if they say Cosmo here is going to have 2,500 chases, well, that would be pretty exciting, because then everybody would be raiding the stores looking for those chases. And like what you just pointed out, Josh, if we don't know, there's no guarantee, there's no cases, there's no set amounts of how many sodas guarantee a chase, that would be really flippin' exciting. But the thing is, like, you could go to a Target, and what if you walk up to the shelf and all 50 sodas are just a case of 50 chases that happen to be delivered that day?
All right. How many did they make of these?
That's what I was just. This is exactly what I was just going to say.
You don't know. And how much is it going for? $80.
I think John's biggest issue is that it started as a limited thing and then went. John, I think you said it like maybe a month ago. Like right now with sodas, we're at the 2012 of sodas. You know what I mean? We're at the very beginning part of it. When Funko started doing 48 pieces or 24 piece at some of their cons and 48 piece, and then they started to go to 500, and then they went to 2,000. So they're making that switch. I mean, they're trying to get out to the masses of what they're doing, and they did the same thing probably with their pops at some point. I get the sentiment. I understand where you're at with this, and I think that it's fine. If you want to have a hard line on it, I commend you for saying that. And like, I think that people should stick to their guns when it comes to that kind of thing. But I think that to say that, hey, do we want to go to Pops back to where it was in 2012, where, maybe whatever the Batman that they released that year, did they make 15,000? Did they make 20,000? I don't know what they made, but do we want it like that where it's insane to get everything? Or do we want sodas to really hit that next level where, hey, we've been collecting from the beginning, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we all have collections that I watch other people that show off their collections of Pops because they were collecting, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I'm jealous big time of seeing some of that stuff. So, is that what's going to happen? I hope sodas do take off, but by taking off, does it mean that they have to sell a lot of these? Maybe it does. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't want to say, I agree with you. I want to see all limited piece. I would love for it to just stay that way. But for sodas to get where they need to get to maybe make everything more desirable, value. I feel like they've got it. For me, I don't need them to have more value. I'm happy with what the value is. So I'm okay with piece count still, but for the overall health of the soda world, do they need to do this? Maybe they do. I don't know.
No, and I understand that they could potentially do this, and they could potentially bring in a bigger audience. And hey, that's always great, bringing in more people to the hobby and more people into the community. I'm just a very passionate person, and I know that maybe
Totally.
some people are shocked by my opinion on this and me being very vocal. Like, I'm usually not somebody who takes an extreme end of one side, but I just
I
feel
don't
like,
think you're being extreme though. I think a lot of people feel the way that you do.
yeah.
I mean, I think, the same thing we feel about some of these, right? Like, how many of these do we already have in a different form? And these aren't that, like, mind-blowing of form. But like we said, I think we've all said we love Cosmo and Baby Rocket, like Flock. Like, that's the same thing with sodas. I think at a certain point, you're like the sodas out of these sodas, I'd probably get Adam Warlock and Cosmo. Like,
That's
maybe
me too, Jad. If
Mantis
I was to get any
it,
of those, that's
but
all I would get.
yeah, like I'm looking at Drax looks terrible. Like Drax looks awful for Drax. Cosmo looks good. I think someone said he looks like Scooby Doo. He kind of does.
Somebody did say he looks like
Adam Warlock looks all right. I mean, it's not the chases on these. At least they're different. At least they're not just straight up metallic or something like that.
You know
Like,
what it is when it comes down to it. The reason that I started collecting was because you couldn't get everything, and I felt like, and to those people who maybe don't know about certain stuff, I feel like if you get hooked on something, you will find a way to get it. And I started collecting not in the super early days, but I started collecting 2013, 2014. I was like all in, right? And I was already like jealous of people who started in like 2010, 2011. So at that point, I already felt like I was behind. So I understand people now when they come into the game and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm really behind." But the thing is, I as a collector, I thrive off the thrill of the hunt. And for me, just because you can get you can get these at like local stores, retail stores, and that's great for certain people that maybe they just they want that. They don't want to deal with buying online. They don't want to deal with apps or marketplaces or eBay or whatever. They'd rather just go to the store, get their overpriced eggs, grab some milk, grab their Adam Warlock soda, and go home. But to me, like, I liked having to really dig through the ocean of the secondary market, like having to join Facebook groups and like, I feel like I'm very proud of my collection, and I know a lot of other people are proud of their collections, because collections can be built on stories. And a lot of people do, like we all do. We have stories of like, oh, I made a trade with this person and I was able to get this pop, and I've never seen it in person before, and they've only made a certain amount of them, or it was only released at this con that I couldn't get tickets to. Like, when collectibles have stories like that, just builds a passion, and that just, I don't know, man, like that just adds so many layers of excitement and happiness to the hobby that you just can't replicate with something that you can just go to the grocery store and pick up, So that's the biggest thing for me. And I don't expect anybody to change their collecting habits or decisions because of what myself and Joanna are doing. Like, we're doing what we're doing because this is what we believe, and I will not be selling or or reselling or giving away or doing anything with a collectible that I don't believe in or personally collect.
Sure.
So interesting note here. I was wondering what they were going to do with the ones that were exclusive. And it looks like there are international cans that still will be around. We're not getting rid of international totally, because I was curious about Cosmo.
Duh.
Well, they have a pop culture sticker on it. I'm like, oh, that would be kind of cool. Like, see a pop culture sticker or someone else, something else, a funk, whatever, wherever they're going to sell them. But no, they're just going to international for ones that are not exclusive to the States. So, oof.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
$20
get
for a soda, by the way, 2073.
yeah. Well, it sounds like that's a deal for some of our Australian friends. So, I mean, it is. It's a bummer. Really, even with common pops, I mean, now especially, like those are more overproduced than ever before. Like we're huge ad icon people. So just to follow up on you a little bit, John. I mean, we're like huge ad icon people. I didn't pick up any of the new McDonald's pops, and I don't plan on picking any of those up. So, like, it's starting to get to a point where they are putting out so much stuff that you have to be selective at some point. And I think this is perfectly fine. That's why I don't think you're being extreme. You're basically saying you're not picking up common sodas that
Yeah,
it's like a common pop. I don't think that's being extreme. I think that's perfectly reasonable.
And weird enough, Funko Europe showed no international, but this is showing international because Drax isn't exclusive to anyone.
Yeah.
So now they're all confused. So who knows? We're gonna still get international now. Now we're gonna be even more messed up.
That's the best thing all night. The pup culture sticker.
Pup.
That's awesome. The pup. All right, you can stay. And fresh finds. I agree with you 100%. If some collectors only have chain stores near them, yes, it gives them a chance to be a member of the community and collect something that we're all talking about. So, and they can get it at retail. Perfect. 100% agree.
All right. So if any of these had LE numbers on them, John, what would you get?
Cosmo 1,000%. Unfortunately, Drax, just because they haven't made a Drax or a Mantis, and also Adam Warlock. Pretty much what somebody else said it earlier, and Nebula, just all the ones they hadn't made. Because, and I'll be honest, like I was really excited to, to collect the Guardians and see out the whole team. So I hope that maybe for Emerald City Comic-Con or some other cons this year, we do get some LE sodas and maybe we get some repeat characters. So, because they've already done a lot of repeat characters. So, I still think there's hope on the horizon. I'm not in love with this Groot. Star-Lord is okay. The other Star-Lord is so much better. If that other Star-Lord doesn't sell out on the Funko shop in like the next hour, like I don't know what is wrong with Marvel collectors. That Star-Lord soda is beautiful, and this one is not.
John, there's my point right there. And how many was there? 15,000?
15,000, yeah.
Like that's it. There was 15,000 in that.
Put it at the 25,000 each, international and whatever here.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I think everybody thinks that these are going to go absolutely. The numbers are not going to be as crazy. But it almost makes it worse. It almost makes it worse because let's say they only end up making 30,000. Just put the number on it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
just
I'm
put the
saying.
number on it.
Like the number could be 50,000 on the side of the can. Like I just want to know how many chases it's limited to, so I know that all right, if something's a 2,500 piece chase, I don't have to like freak out because that will probably be around like $50 to $80 given the certain character. But if it's like an 800 piece chase, well then I need to get it fast because that thing is going to be worth a lot down the road because there's not that many of them and there's a lot of collectors now. So that's the whole point. It's just there's no sense of urgency. There's no drive for me to drop everything and go to Target because these could be there for the next 2 years. Like,
Jen, don't you feel like that with everything with Funko right now? I feel like that with everything.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. And that's why I'm so thankful that for San Diego Comic-Con, we got the really cool Freddies and we did get some limited stuff this year. And there's actually still some stuff that we got from 2022 that I'm still going after. And I'm happy about it. Like, I'm so thankful that I have a nice list of stuff to slowly pick up over time because it really gives me enjoyment from the hobby. You know? So they're doing me a favor because I'm saving a lot of money on.
I mean, you are probably with these, and then you're looking at Winter Soldier's still on there. He's the Funko Shop exclusive.
Well, they made way too many of him.
20,000 piece. But how many are they making of these? I would really wonder, like, do they have a starting count on what they made of these? Because there's plenty. Shuri from New York Comic Con made all these Black Panther sodas, and she's still on there. She's only 10,750, and she's still available. If anyone wants to grab her, still on the Funko Shop. $15.
So Pipsqueak says, in the words of the great Dr. Alan Grant, a T-Rex doesn't want to be fed; he wants to hunt. Yes, that's the whole point. We want to hunt. We want to like watch other people. Like I get so excited watching other people's YouTube channels, just like all you guys do. Like I want to see what you pull from that mystery box. I want to see you rip open that chase from that soda that I don't have, or maybe I even do have it. And it's like that's the excitement.
That's where they made it, that's where they've made it hard, man. Even there's been like a great example. I'll go back to Moon Knight, Walmart exclusive. I checked my Walmarts left and right, tried to get that one, was so bummed out I missed it in the store, waiting for a restock. Then they put it up on the Funko shop. All I had to do was click 2 buttons. I was almost mad about getting it. And I got it with the Walmart sticker and everything. Like, there's something about the difficulty in it. And I know we all complained that, and you know what? We got what we asked for. We all complained a couple years ago that things were selling out.
We did. Everybody was whining. Oh, the Funko shop is
guys,
so
things
hard
are supposed to be hard. That's what makes the other stuff fun. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
If you don't have defeats, the victories don't matter. Everybody needs to learn that in this world. Things have to be hard. That's what makes it worth doing. We don't want everything that we can get.
100%. And you shouldn't. The thing is, you shouldn't get everything you want. You should always have some things that are out there. Like there's some really rare pops that are way too expensive that I know I will never own. And that's okay.
Yes.
Because that keeps me excited about collecting.
And if you need the Hot Topic gingerbread soda, it's still available on the Funko shop now.
Oh my God.
I already got my
over from Hot Topic to Funko shop.
I know. Yep. I can't believe that. Yeah.
Okay. When's Wednesday going back up? There's one I missed, and I feel like
Wednesday's coming back.
There is no way that they underestimated the popularity of Wednesday. So absolutely I feel like that is coming back at any point. They did take it off the site though, so usually that doesn't mean it's going back up. But
all right, we've seen these.
We've seen these.
How about this one's up now on the Funko shop.
Yeah, and it's
like what? When? Why? Well, sticker placement. People.
They just did the Funko shop one, which is really cool.
Yeah,
like the diamond one.
Yeah,
which I have in my cart right now. Now they do the exact same mold in all silver.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No,
I'm just like weird. All right, we got another album here. I'm thinking we're going to get a lot more rocks. Didn't they have a whole different time when they dropped all the rocks ones?
Yeah.
So, like they called it something else. Like,
I felt like call it. I don't remember what it was called, but yes, they did.
Because we'll still have Funko Ween later on. We'll still have like these other drops. Funko Fair seems to be like more mainstream, like anime, Marvel.
Yeah,
got DMX here.
I love DMX.
Look at that. Look at the Funko shop. I like the Funko shop exclusive there.
Yeah, Funko shop exclusive is cool.
He's ripped too. He's ripped.
Yeah, he's been working. Shredded.
All right. Talking about a whole new line. This is like probably people have been asking for this for a while.
Who are these people?
I was just going to say, does John know who these people are?
A 5-hour tour.
Do you really not know who Gilligan's Island is?
How could someone in the Coast Guard not who Gilligan's Island?
The 3-hour tour.
3-hour tour.
Nothing.
I've heard the reference. I didn't know what it was though. I thought it was just like
no. Yeah. Have you never seen that episode with like
I thought that was
Gilligan, the professor?
Listen, one time when I was in Disney, they used to do a on-stage live show. I was the skipper when I was like 13 years old at Disney. I was a skipper live show. I wish they had phones back then that you could record on.
They only had that like turn ones.
Yeah, I don't even know if they had that. Yeah, you had to put like the cape over to do it.
I'm sorry, guys. I truly am sorry.
Well, to some of us old people, this is kind of cool.
This is cool because this is like a line that probably a lot of people have talked about. You know, it's that obscure, but the perfect example is like how these will sit there because people will be like, who Gilligan? What?
Yeah.
The skipper.
Oh.
And now, I mean, I know the Office reference. No, I'm sorry, Mike.
Millionaire?
I do not know.
Millionaire?
Lovey.
All right, Dungeons and Dragons.
Look at that thing. Look at that 10-inch
That
thing.
thing.
That
looks
belongs on your porch to scare away the mailman.
I don't know. All the Dungeons and Dragons, the dragons have looked really cool. So
Yeah.
All the
This
Dungeons
one
and
looks
Dragons pops have been cool.
Now, is this one based off that new movie that's coming out?
Honor Among Thieves.
Isn't there a Dungeons and Dragons movie coming out with
Yeah.
Chris Pine?
I believe
Yes.
so. Paramount Pictures. Yeah. If you look at the bottom, it's like Wizard of the Coast because they own Dungeons and Dragons now, and then Paramount Pictures for the movie.
Thanks for stopping by, Dr. John.
Not that. No.
Yeah, all based on the movie, which is, a little different, but that I like. I love the dragons. The dragons look cool.
Hunter said these might not sell well because people are kind of mad at WOTC.
Wizard of the Coast.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
They own Wizard of the Coast started out with Magic the Gathering, and then they also bought Pokemon and made tons of money off of Pokemon as a card game, of course. As we still know, they make millions off of Magic Gathering, Pokemon, other card collectibles, but they also bought Dungeons and Dragons, the rights to and really brought it back to kind of life.
Yeah.
I think they really helped bring it back to life, and they also but it may be the movie. People probably aren't more happy with the movie than anything else.
So Mawa316 says, what's the difference between these common pops and the unnumbered sodas? Well, I can tell you one difference. I'm not going to be ripping open the packaging trying to pull the limit, the rarer version of that figure. So there's that.
There's no chase to these.
Yeah. But the big dragon is cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, see, look at how cool this thing is. Why?
That's one. Yeah, this one. Interesting enough, though. All right, so we know there's a lot of controversy around Big Apple lately. Another one of the retailers.
When is there not?
I know, like no one's liked Big Apple for a while. I don't know why people have bought from them in the last 3 years because they've been always an awful company. But this was their exclusive, which they still have for pre-order on their site, by the way. And then this came out this week, so it's interesting. This is
the 15 for Funko Shop is what I would say.
Yeah, you're not going to get this one from Big Apple ever, I'm sure, because it's why is it still on pre-order? First,
as my kids would say, I low-key love this one.
Yeah, this one's good though. It looks like a good pop. I'm glad Funko Shop picked it up.
Yeah,
because I don't think a lot of people are getting them from Big Apple. I would say if you do have anything bought at Big Apple, I'd get your money back now.
Yeah.
So because I don't think they're sending out much to people anymore. I don't know. They haven't even
sound like it.
It doesn't sound like it. They haven't really posted anything in a long time, too. If you look, their site still has like Fright Night, I don't remember. They have their site's way out of date on their stuff. All convention stuff still. Fright Night on Fun Street's their big thing. That's kind of been over with for a while.
A little bit.
So, Dana, Funko will not start revealing San Diego Comic-Con stuff until late June, early July. It's going to be a while. We got many a cons.
Yeah, well, ECCC, correct?
ECCC, yeah. I have that kind of at the end.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Speaking of sold out,
I do. I love this show. I love this show.
It's funny how many people this sold out. All the people complain. Nothing ever sells out on the Funko Shop, and this thing sold out. Now, will they bring it back? Probably.
Will they make a metallic version of the exact same mold?
Diamond glittered, maybe diamond.
I did not like the metallic version. I think she looks perfect the way she is. She's a person. She wasn't metallic in the show. I don't know. The whole metallic thing, I think they abuse it sometimes.
Yeah, if you're not a robot. This thing kind of looks cool, though.
I'm interested in this one.
I've heard a lot of people say they're curious to see what it looks like in person, and I
want to see the Mickey one. No, too. The mouse.
I'm not buying every Disney Funko. I'm not buying every Disney in a facet. Okay, I'm buying Minnie and I'm buying Mickey, and that's it.
And somebody
on,
said something
Goofy.
earlier about like the more they produce, the more people will buy and the more money they will make. I disagree, because the one thing that we all have in common is we have a limited amount of space. You could have the most money in the world. I mean, you can only buy so many houses, like with so many rooms. Like eventually you will run out of space. Like,
But
and
see, that's where they're, it depends on how they're set up. Business is weird. They're not selling direct to us with a lot of this stuff. When they're selling, 30,000 units to certain retailers, I don't think they really care how. I mean, they care if they sell. If they don't sell, they're not going to keep getting orders. But
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a finite amount of space on Earth. Like,
yeah,
I wonder what the sweet number is for a retailer to have to sell. Like, say if they bought 50,000 of something, what's the number for them to be like, we made a lot of profit off it. We don't sell the last 10,000, whatever. If we sell them at $5, whatever, that we get our, money we paid for them back. I'm sure these retailers are paying $3-4 each for these.
Tops.
Really,
tops.
comes down to it.
Max. Yeah, max.
Especially the bulk they're buying them in. They're getting a better deal than
Which is insane. How do they make these? I mean, some of them are. How are they making these for like $1 or $2? Well, don't even answer that question. There's probably. I don't even want to know how they're making it for $1 or $2.
But that's why they make more. They make more money off of selling them right off the Funko shop. That's why they give you free shipping on the Funko shop after $50, because instead of selling this to a retailer for $4, they're selling it to you for $15. So right there, they already made all that shipping money back in one pop.
Yeah, the Funko. This is why I'm saying I'm agreeing with that.
I would like.
Yeah, I don't understand.
The Funko Gold doesn't. I don't know who buys these things, but they keep on putting them out, and somebody's buying them, or they're just discounting them. I don't get it. I don't get how they.
Now, this one is super lazy. It's the same exact mold as a few years ago, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do some followers for this. I'm kind of excited for this. I think this is kind of.
What are you gonna do with this Crusaderette? Like, you can't just keep. It's kind of like the rat. Like, at a
No. It's not like the rat. So we were talking about this in one of the group chats earlier.
No, it's worse.
So somebody was saying like, who even collects? I think it was Sam or someone. Somebody said, who even collects the Crusader and Crusaderette? I do. I actually think they're really cool, and I think they're way better. And I think I'm on opposite sides of the fence with you guys, because I never liked the pigeons. I never liked the toucans. I never liked all the birds that they assigned to San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. Like, I like superheroes. I like this. I like how she and the Crusader have the Emerald City Comic-Con logo on their uniforms. I just think it's cool.
I'd buy 50 toucans before I bought one of these.
And she's 3,000 pieces. So the limited factor too, I like that.
What are they gonna do? Like, at a certain point, though, they're gonna run out of ideas with this Crusaderette, because they can't make, like, for the toucan, they made him a rock star, a pirate, they doing all these things. But with this, it seems like they're gonna just run out. Like, okay, Blacklight. Oh wait, we haven't made a diamond one yet. Now we gotta.
No, it's stupid, because what they should do is they could make different molds of her, and they could do a 2-pack of her and the Crusader. Like, there is a lot of other things they could do. It's just, for whatever reason, like, the creativity is out it's out the wazoo. Like, it's worse than the rat. Okay, maybe you think that, but like, I'd rather have a cute looking Crusader superhero who kind of reminds me of my wife than compared to like a rat in my collection. Like, that.
Come on, Pizza Rat.
So
Pizza Rat was a good idea, like a new thing. The pigeon got really boring fast. Like, that pigeon.
Yeah, but yeah, they could have gave her an action pose. Like, she could have been flying through the air. Like, I don't know. They could.
We're only talking about a little over a month away.
Yeah.
Like,
by the time the Funko Fair is over, we'll have about a week or two off, and we'll have ECC
pops. Yeah.
All right,
that's it. That's it for this week.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. Next week will just be just as much, probably.
Yeah. Yikes.
Will we get more sodas next week? That is the question.
Oh man, I'm sure we will.
Will we get a limited soda?
Will we?
I don't know.
Will we get? Well, they already did. They usually group stuff. So if we were gonna get Five Nights at Freddy, like 6-pack, I think they would have showed it.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think
during
that's
when they
coming.
showed the other Friday Nights at Freddy. Like, I don't think we might get one still this year, but they're just not showing it off.
Yeah. You guys want to crack something open?
Yeah, I mean, I need to grab something.
I got a couple sodas over here that
I got one or two left.
need to. I could rip, get my all my aggressions out. So while the other two guys step away for a minute, I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. We do get passionate sometimes with all these drops. Even I think there's some newer collectors that might be in here watching the show tonight. If this is your first time watching Pop Force 1, I truly appreciate that. The big thing is we all love Funko. We want the company to succeed, and I want to see them drop some cool stuff. And sometimes I just get frustrated, and I think we all get frustrated when we see the company that we love doing some things that we might not agree with. And for the last couple of years, like they've done some really good things and they've done some kind of meh things. So yeah, we definitely keep it real. Yeah, thank you, Patty. That's a great way to say it. We keep it real. It was a little bit of some intense moments, but it's just because I really care about the community. I really care about this company, and this is something that I love, man. And I want to see the company succeed. I don't want collecting to go away. I don't want Funko to go away. I want to see people in the community go kind of like what we saw last year at several times. Like we would come on Pop Force 1 and something would drop or something came out and people were like, I got to have it. I don't know what I got to do. I got to pick up another job. I got to, take out a loan. I got to sell some stuff. But like seeing people go, I got to have something is just, it just ignites a fire, man. And I really want to see that fire continue to be lit. So Vince is back. I'm going to go grab a couple sodas. Vince, you got the floor.
Hi, everyone. They shouldn't leave me here by myself. Oh, Josh, I'm glad you're back. That was a rough 2 seconds.
I didn't think you would survive, so
I didn't know what to do there.
I got some really beat up sodas. Like I found these. Look.
Hey, that's a chase, I bet.
I'm gonna open these because I'm like, I feel bad trying to sell them to anyone. So
just out of respect for John, I'm opening up an 8,000 piece Phoenix.
Thank you.
It's sad on the shop probably still.
I have a 5,000 piece.
Cheers.
5,000 piece.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
And I have a Yandu.
Thank you.
I should have got all my unlimited no number soda. So
best way to show your love is seeing how it can improve. Yes, I agree 100%. And John, thank you so much. Hope Joanna and Isabella are feeling better. Yes, they are feeling better for sure. So thank you. Yes, please stay healthy, everybody.
I have Cornelius.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Vince, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to do Yandu first. I'm going to start with Yandu. Remember when I just said I was done with Marvel? I've got 2 Marvel sodas to open. So.
Yandu. It's numbered, though.
It is numbered. But I'm not collecting the numbered one either, so I'm out.
Cheers
Marvel,
to
I'm
some
out.
limited soda cracking.
I'm keeping a couple, and then I'm out.
I feel like this is the only Yandu they're going to make, so I would keep it.
I feel like you're probably right. Okay. I got him by his feet. I'm doing bag. I'm not doing pog, by the way, on this.
Ooh.
That's a common. Be hard to tell. He's just got a different little.
He's got his haircut.
Little toppy do.
Little haircut.
But this is the way pogs should look. Just in case anybody didn't know, that number that's there on the bottom should be there. If it's not there, burn it.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. I recently built Black Panther. This is the size. I'm also very passionate about Lego, and I was very upset that Lego didn't release a Black Panther helmet in the same series as the previous helmets.
And they made
we cannot
bust.
Yeah, we cannot go on another rant tonight. unfortunately. But this one did not cost me $500 to make,
Hey.
and I think it looks fantastic. It's basic. I love it, and yeah, that's that. But thank you, Anna, for noticing.
All right, let's see how Dented Yukon does. Can we get chases from Dented Yukon? I think these might have been from like deep discount or something. That's probably why they're dented.
Jason,
I think you could push that out. It's not a bad dent. I feel like I could push it out.
if your GameStop has John Stewart on clearance, please pick it up and I will PayPal you because I still need that chase.
Oh, I got to see a picture.
All right, ready? This is
Wow, that
international,
can is
so we're
smashed.
looking
That
for
can
light.
is that's
Oh,
had
yeah.
a rough life.
Oh, just the
That's
comment.
even worse.
So can I
Now,
push
what's
that
better,
out?
a destroyed can or a non-numbered one?
Oh, God. Don't go
I
there.
think I can push it out though. I think I can get it to be decent.
That looked pretty smushed.
Well, it's more than one place though too. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So Catfish Billy. So yes, 1000%. I cannot wait for the new Captain Rex and Commander Cody helmets to come out. I am currently helmet complete in Marvel, DC, and Star Wars, and I plan to stay that way. I'm so excited for those.
Man,
mustache
John,
did
how do you
survive.
do it?
How do I do what?
Your helmet complete?
Yeah, but I mean, there's
There's
not
a lot of helmets.
Yeah,
Have you seen his Legos?
dude, you think my addiction for Funko is unhealthy? Talk to my wife.
That's, like I'm looking
Lego
around
is bad,
down here
man.
right now. Like I mean, I got a lot of Legos too. I can't really say too much, but wow, or helmet complete. That's wow.
Well, okay, well, you got to realize there's only 3 Marvel ones. There's only Iron Man, Venom, and Carnage. So that's not too difficult, although Iron Man is kind of expensive now. DC, there's only 2. There's Batman and then the Adam West Batman. There's only 2. Star Wars, there's 6, 7. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, when I say this, I'm helmet complete, I'm only talking about like 12 helmets here. It's not like,
Yeah, it's $70 a piece. That's
yeah, but call me down the road in like 5 years when I'm like, I'm still helmet complete. Yeah, then that will
Yeah.
be like that. I'll have Joanna will be looking at me and be like, why do we have a helmet of every single clone trooper ever like in our house? And I'll be like, because
no,
I have to.
And don't forget your custom helmets too, John.
I do.
he's already got a Commander Cody.
I do. Yeah, it's true. Well, here's what I'm going to do. When so I'm making customs of characters that haven't been made yet. But when like Captain Rex and Commander Cody, I've made the customs, right? I built them. But when the real ones come out, I'm going to take apart the custom ones and then use those pieces to then build
another one.
Yeah. So like, because it's stupid. I'm not going to have 2 Captain Rexes in my collection. And in all honesty,
no, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be stupid. And the real Lego set will probably be way more better than the custom one, hopefully. But anyway, that's
wow, awesome.
Talk for another day. Yeah, Vince, come on, you know, like
complete.
Do you not
no, I'm not that surprised.
How many Lego sets Joanna and I have?
No, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen.
Ask about Lego architecture.
Yeah, Joanna is complete on Lego architecture, and that is like it's insane how much sets are worth. Yeah, and that one goes back to like 2007. I mean, that's something that she's been collecting for a long time. So that's not like the helmets just came out like 2 years ago. Like the helmets are nothing compared to.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have a Dr. Fate soda here, and I haven't pulled the chase yet. So
I haven't even bought any of the Dr. Fate sodas.
No, you're surprised John didn't make a Cap helmet. John is actually in the process of making a Captain America helmet.
Oh, it's coming, Casey. Oh, it's coming.
That's why I like to do it. Like when you guys watch like our videos, like I'm just very subtle. I don't say anything about it because you guys are here for the pops. You're not here for Lego. I just subtly slide a different character in the background just to see if anybody notices. So, God, this soda's tight. This is the soda gods. They're mad at me for. Oh God, this is so freaking tight.
Oh yeah, you're not buying any of the non-numbered ones.
Oh my God. All right, here we go. Dr. Fate.
Kind of like calling Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Joanna shows up.
All right, here we go. Dr. Fate. I've already pulled a lot of commons, so I really hope it's another.
No,
it's
we
another
got one
common.
more. But at least
Showing-
there's a number there.
showing-
Look at that beautiful number. Dr. Fate, 1 out of 10,500. I'm a bad Star Wars or superhero fan here. I did not see the new Black Adam movie yet.
You didn't miss too much.
I heard that.
I love The Rock too, and it's
on HBO Max, right? I saw
yes,
it, thing pop up there.
that's where I saw it.
Casey, yes, Slapshot Bricks coming 2025.
Helmet complete. Slapshot Bricks.
Helmet complete.
Okay, we have Phoenix. I'll do the pog on this one. Because she's wearing red, correct?
Yes, she's Dark Phoenix. Yep.
Very dramatic.
Uh-oh.
I see red hair, but that's it.
Red hair.
This is a tough chase to pull. We've bought a lot of these.
I bought 2 of these. And 2 commons.
Hey, that's a low number though.
Yeah.
It is a low number, 6,700.
Some weird numbers out there for sodas lately. Like, some weird numbers.
Like what is this? 10,750?
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
not,
weird one. Like that makes no sense. Like
yeah.
just,
Actually,
just
I'm
do
not gonna,
like 12,000.
yeah,
you
I'm not
know,
going to complain about the number anymore. The number is beautiful.
6,000. At least have a number. Come on.
Yeah, at least have a number.
I don't care what it is. All right. So I got a Aquaman. Weird enough, a batch of these just came in. Like 3 of them just came in, like recently. Like, okay, you finally, I guess, got them in.
Yeah,
I felt like this has
Aquaman's
been
been
out
out
for
for a
like
while.
a year or something like that. It really
Yes. Joanna, we were just talking about our very normal, very healthy addictions that everybody has. There's nothing about us that makes us weird or different.
No,
from the average
nothing.
human.
Nothing at all.
So you walk into our house, it's a perfectly normal house. There's nothing wrong.
Let's do figure this time.
We need a chase.
Go chase.
Ooh.
Look at this bent. Trident.
Tridents and swords,
Or
man.
trident.
Always bent.
I don't know. I kind of like him better than Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I like his colors. I like how it's like the comic.
Yeah,
book
I like
style.
the classic cartoon Aquaman.
All right. I also have my Dark Phoenix here, or hopefully Dark Phoenix. Always be nerdy. If you didn't have Funko Pop on your shelves, what would you
I
put
think
in
we
your
got
background?
John's answer.
Beanie Babies.
Mine would be Legos too, though. So
I have Legos on the shelf too. Like, I don't know.
I've pulled way too many of these commons.
well, that was a real downer. Let's go buy some more sodas, guys. I'm gonna go to Target.
Yeah. She's cool though. I like her. I know it's not like a super big change from the common to the chase, but I like her. I think they did a good job on her. I think 8,000 pieces is a perfect number for a con soda. I think that's perfect. So. All right. Well, I think we are coming up on that time. So Vince, you want to fill everybody in what you got going on? And
I would absolutely love to do that. As a matter of fact, I was just going to say how much I would love to do that. So I'm going to do that. We have an auction on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern over on the Whatnot app. We will have, I don't know exactly how we're doing it yet. I don't know if we're doing winner's choice, if we're just going to, if only 20 people show up, we might just hang out for an hour, chat, and get off. So hopefully you guys can all come out there and join us. We always have a fun time on our auctions. Whether we sell anything or not, you know, that'll be a different story. We hope that you guys can come out, take a look at what we have up, because we got a lot of mystery boxes that we would like to pick up over the next couple months here. So we're hoping to do that. We'll have a video on Saturday. Our normal videos next week. Is there anything special? No, there's not really anything special. We've been doing auctions also every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. You guys come check us out on that. And that's it. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know if there was anything else. My wife should have gave me notes, because now I'm forgetting if I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting if I'm forgetting anything. I think that's it, though.
That's what Bree is for. So Bree, please chime in.
Yeah, please chime in if I forgot anything, if you're watching.
So coming up, of course, we dropped a video yesterday. If you didn't check it out, mystery box fun with some Pop King Paul. And then we have Soda Saturday coming up. Soda Saturday is a very chef-oriented Soda Saturday. Cooking Soda Saturday. Yeah. Think of the sodas that came out recently. And then we have next week, we have, some mystery boxes. And we have auction on Wednesday, which we're doing just some mystery boxes and things like that. And then the following Wednesday will be the big charity auction on February 1st. So hopefully everyone can come out to that. I'll also have some things for buy it now, like some mystery boxes, some soda and pop mystery boxes and that. That'll just be available beforehand too. So if you can't make it out that day or that night or whatever, you can just buy one. I think I'm going to put another Witch Doctor up as one of the top prizes. I have a couple Witch Doctors left, sodas that I bought from the NFT line. And then I think I might put one of the new one of the other new NFT pops up for a top hit for the pop mystery box too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Catfish Billy, how's Funko Pop hunting in Boston going? And there's some good stores around here. My work schedule has been pretty crazy. So if you guys have noticed, there's probably not a lot of hunt videos up on the channel, which I apologize for. I know a lot of people like the hunt videos. It's just been very difficult. We actually planned on going to a couple places, and then we got COVID. So
thanks, Anna.
That didn't really work. But for us, we will have our dual video out tomorrow, which we weren't able to do last week. So very excited to be able to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a small soda auction. So we have a lot of soda collections that came in, all limited. So if anybody wants to come out tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we're going to have a small soda auction. And then, just our regular schedule for next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And gonna have some more good stuff coming out on the channel. We're gonna be brainstorming this weekend, and we have some changes that we're gonna be pushing out hopefully in the next few weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoy the changes, and gonna be trying to put out some different style content to get everybody excited. So really appreciate all the support. We had 150, 160 people in here for most of the night, which is a fantastic turnout. So thank you guys so much. Seemed like the more we ranted, the more people that showed up. So maybe you guys enjoy seeing the passion, whatever it is. Thank you guys for the viewership. It means a lot. Make sure you're subscribed. I think most of you guys probably are subscribed to all 4 of our channels, but if for whatever reason you haven't checked out, 1 or 2 or 3 of the other channels, please do. We all put out consistent Funko related content. We really enjoy doing it, and getting people's feedback and reactions in the comment section really means the world to us. So thank you guys so much. With that being said, I think that's it, unless you guys got anything else.
No, and Vince will be over at Vince's channel next week. Pop and Duo.
Oh, cool.
Pop and Duo. Everybody go message Rock and Row. Tell him how much he sucks for going to the hockey game tonight.
Yeah, go Wings.
With us. Go Wings. With that being said, guys, don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you all very soon.
I feel like it should be